I'm on G6, okay? Forever lit, okay? Okay, I like the trick, okay? Okay, my blood, okay? I make a splash, okay? Fill up a stash, okay? I'm in my bag, okay? Don't make me mad, okay? She got attached, okay? She made a match, okay? I spent the stack, okay? Double tracks, okay? I'm in all black, okay? I drink on, okay? Got a sack, okay? I can't relax, okay? I'm paranoid, okay? I'm schizophrenic, okay? Shot when I land, okay? I'm in Japan, okay?
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop you need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blesses me.
Chill. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skip the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pocket splitters. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash amount, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skip. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skip. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. All set. Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Group out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Yeah.
shots and goals, tax. Rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go, for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah. Her Rex on her, yeah. B-Rex better calm down, yeah. If you go around, come around, yeah. Whole squad, yeah. Squad goes on me, yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes, yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah. You can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear the haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win, are you pretty like no?
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me morning, I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Look into the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with him, I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will go for 5 up to the 33. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Lions have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Lions had the fewest third down conversions on the ground in the NFL in 2017. What will they do here on 3rd and short? 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Stanford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the move to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Out
of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught off the deflection. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now Elliott. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Cooper was the intended target.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. David Irving in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. The quick slant caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hurry!
Here's the battering ram Blunt, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
To throw is Prescott. And he slides to avoid the hit. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here you go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. He got 29 yards that time. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he floated one out there incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break, Stanford. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, here we go.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of 4.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing at Stanford. And he locates Luke Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here we go. Hey, tag 50 left.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Now, big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Out to the right here to Wilson. Will continue.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Stafford on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
53, ready?
Now a pitch out to Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A second down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They go back to Reddick. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch it, hey. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out. Here we go, 46. Switch and hey.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here we go. Go ahead, Nate. I got 19. Here we go, 47. Gun. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Go ahead, Nate. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go. Get out there. Switch and hey.
Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go, going to 54. Here we go.
This is Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They might be playing out What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He finds an opening past the 40, and finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.